How's it going, everyone? Welcome to episode 6 of the 4-Hour Build Challenge. In this series, me and 3 other top creators have to build an insane point of interest chosen at random with a fully functional game mode built in under 4 hours. You will get a unique look into professional builders' perspectives, and I will go in depth on the whole process of building the game mode and mechanics. This month's build was the Hyrule Castle from Zelda with a crazy new Infinite Boxfight Gamemode. We've built not one, but 2 castles, and not just any regular box fight game mode either. It's a very unique Infinite Boxfight mode that you will have to stay tuned to see, so let's go. Before we get into the video, please hit that like button. If we can get this video over 500 likes, I will do a step-by-step tutorial on how to make my new Infinite Boxfight spawn mechanic. Thank you. The team for this build was myself, Mustard Plays, Maka Makes, and our special guest was Cross McPenna. If you have been following this series, you would know that at the start of every build, Mustard Plays adds the possible random points of interest to the wheel and spins. This time it landed on Hyrule Castle from Zelda. At the start of the build, we all decided it would be cool to build a box fight game mode. Since we could use the castle as a backdrop, I wanted to create a different take on a box fight where after a player dies, they could spawn into another box fight arena and keep playing while they wait for the match to be complete. The guys thought it would be cool to actually do 2 different castles for each box fight backdrop. A light castle for normal box fight arena and a dark castle for the respawn box fight arena. Maka Makes built the light castle, Mustard built the dark castle, and Cross McPenna built the terrain, and as always, I built the mechanics. Before we dive into how I built the game mode, be sure to check out Maka's, Mustard's, and Cross's video on how each of them built their part of the map. You can find the links to each of their videos in the description. This new spin on box fights is so crazy. It's non-stop actions. So you start off fighting just like a normal box fight, but if you are eliminated, you spawn into a new arena with a random loadout and can keep fighting and respawning until the main box fight is complete. What makes this so cool is a brand new smart respawn mechanic which never leaves you or your opponent in a compromised position. You have to try it for yourself. So I started off building the mechanics for the normal comp box fight. I was fortunate enough to have Cross build the arena for me, so that saved me some time. I placed 16 barriers down that would be used as cages for the box fight starting sequence. For the starting countdown sequence, I used an objective timer. For the visual aid, and also once the timer is complete, it will signal to drop all barriers and start the box fight. For weapons, I just used a class designer device, and inside I placed the standard blue AR, purple pump, slurpfish, and minis. Next mechanic I set up was the placement point system. I asked Cross if he knew of a newer method since it's been a while since I had created a placement point system, and he said the creator Yuza came up with a new, easier method using the score manager. It took 6 channels and 2 channels per placement point. In this map, we decided to give 5th, 3rd, and 1st placement points. To set this mechanic up, you need a way to track how many players are fighting, and you need a way to track the players that are eliminated. To do this, I used a mutator zone that enables at the start of the round, and using the setting on player entering zone, I count how many players spawn in. It then signals on a channel to a score manager, which will increase its score, and when a player is eliminated, it will send a signal from the on player leaving zone from the mutator to decrease the score on the score manager. And once the desired placement point is reached, it will fire a signal which will enable another mutator zone to give the remaining players their placement points. When the final player is left, it will give them the first place placement score and fire on the new end game device to end the round. If you guys would like a full tutorial on a placement point system, let me know in the comments. Now, to set up the infinite box fight mechanics, I had to create a way to spawn players into the middle of an active box fight where it wouldn't put them in a compromised position and also wouldn't put the current fighter in a bad position as well. I created a smart spawn system that looks to see if an active player are in a region, and if no, they will spawn in with a barrier protection for 5 seconds, letting them box up and prepare to fight. To set this mechanic up, I used multiple mutator zones around the respawn area to monitor where players are located. If a player was inside the area, it would disable the spawn pad, and when the player would leave, it would enable it. I then had to set up a mechanic where when a player spawned in, it would enable a protective barrier. It also would destroy the builds inside where they were spawning, so basically the player could just have a fresh start. To achieve this, I enabled and disabled a creature spawner which destroyed any near builds. I then used a trigger with a 4-second delay to signal the barrier to drop, and the respawn player can start fighting again. If you would like to see a full tutorial on how to create this mechanic, make sure to hit that like button. If we can get over 500 likes, I will make a tutorial. For the weapons, I set up a random loadout mechanic where after every respawn, a player gets a completely new loadout because I wanted to keep it fresh. I used item granters, and to grant the items, I used signals on the player's spawn pad. I have made a tutorial on how to do this mechanic if you're interested. I'll put a link in the top right of your screen. Now, after a while in a respawn box fight, the arena gets congested with builds. So I set up a mechanic where every 60 seconds, it would signal an explosive device to go off and remove all builds and give players a fresh start. To create this, I used an objective timer with the settings set up to reset after completion. This means it will fire a signal every 60 seconds. I then set up a trigger to fire after a certain amount of presses. So after 1 minute, it will signal a new explosive device to clear all builds. That's basically all the main mechanics that make up this map. I'm telling you all, you do not want to miss this map. It's so much fun. Go give it a try. Here's the map code if you guys want to play. You guys, please don't forget to visit Mustard Plays, Makamakes, and Cross McPina's channel to see their sides of the build. They really killed this build. Links to their videos are in the description. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you check out the previous episode if you missed them. We built an insane box fight alternating Zone Wars map on the Great Sphinx of Giza backdrop. We built a 1v1 map on a naval fleet backdrop, the Avenger base with a Sniper vs Runners game mode, a Clash of Clans, and a Mortal Engines tag team 1v1 game mode as well. Links to those will be in the top right of your screen. Go check those out. Alright, don't forget to leave a like on this video and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Remember, if you guys buy anything in the item shop, be sure to use your favorite builders or content creators code. Please do not leave them blank. That's going to do it for today's video. I hope you all have a fantastic day. I'm Immature Gamer, and I'm out. Hey, you're still here? Thank you so much for watching the whole video. I really appreciate it. If you don't mind, please press that like button. It goes a long way, I'm serious. And while I'm sitting here begging for likes, press that subscribe button. It would really mean the world to me. Alright, I'm really leaving this time. Hope you have a great day.
That's my name.